feel like I look super extra by wearing a blazer for a video, but I just feel like it. And plus I need to get ready for work. So I'm almost ready. I just need to change the blazer, but none of you care about that. So let's talk makeup. So ever since I purchased this guy, I've been getting a lot of questions. This is the Huda Beauty Nude Light Palette, this guy. I'll be linking every single product that I'll be using on my face down below. I won't be talking too much about my complexion items, but I'll let you know what I'm going to be using. Milk Makeup, Flex Foundation Stick, the Flex Concealer as well, and I did apply the Good Molecules. This is the new silicone-free priming moisturizer beforehand. Usually when I'm working in store events for Dry Bar, the air conditioning is very dry, so my makeup ends up looking really cakey, so I just wanted something a little bit more moisturizing, so hence why I use this. And usually Milk Makeup doesn't let me down, so that's why I'm sticking to this. So this guy, I've actually been enjoying it a lot. I liked it more when my skin was more dry, but even for oilier skin, which my skin is finally back to oily, which I'm very happy, it's still not super heavy. I would say it's a little bit thicker of a formula compared to the Glossier Priming Moisturizer, but it doesn't feel like heavy on the skin like whatsoever. So if you like more of a natural dewy like skin and you have oily skin, then you'll like this. But if you don't want to look shiny or dewy, then you probably won't like it. Or I mean, you can use it for nighttime too, so there's that. This has been one of my favorite foundations for the whole year. It's just so easy to apply, it looks nice, and I just like that it's in a stick. I kind of forgot with baby bangs, now I have to apply foundation like in this portion of my face, so let me do that. Bowie is right behind me, so if you see him move around throughout the video, that's just him being him. Whenever I'm editing and Bowie's just in the background, I always get so distracted by his faces and just him moving around the screen. It's so funny, oh my god. Since I'm back to black hair, I can finally go back to my Glossier Boy Brow in the shade black, of course. And oh my god, I just miss doing this so much. It takes me no time to do my brows. Not that it used to take me a long time, but it's just, I mean, I'm done with my brows. I'm done. This is all I need to do. Well, I'm gonna go back because I do like brushing them up, but it's just so easy. It's so nice. I no longer have to like bleach them or dye my brows. Like I can just let them be. This, like ruining my hair, was kind of the best thing that could have happened to me. Well, not the best thing. That's very, very dramatic. But I mean, it turned out to be a good thing. I missed this hair color without even knowing that I missed it. I'm gonna set my face using my favorite powder, the Milk Makeup one, the Blur and Set. I've been using it so consistently for a year now. I've zoomed you guys in for the eyes. I'm going to begin using my favorite eyeshadow primer. This is the NARS one. It's still the best one for oily eyelids in my opinion. So I'm going to be recreating this look that I posted on my Instagram last week. It's just very simple. Very, very simple. But it looks, I don't know, I thought it looked really cool. But before we dip into this palette, I just want to show you the palette up close. So it's a rather unique nude palette. Most nude palettes that I've seen are either neutrals or kind of warmer nudes, with the exception with cooler nude palettes. They tend to be more like taupe, kind of grayish. This is definitely on the cooler side, but it's more lilac-y than it is like a taupey gray. So it's a very unique nude palette, I will say. These guys usually are not my favorite in Huda palettes, but in this case, the shimmers and the like fine like glittery eyeshadows are actually very nice and much easier to work with than in the other ones that I've had in the past. But the mattes are where it's at, especially this guy, the purple. This is by far my favorite eyeshadow. I've used it a ton, but I also have dipped into this guy a lot because it's practically almost my skin color. So it's really good for just placing it all over the eyelid, or if you need help with blending out eyeshadow, it's really, really good. I don't know if I mentioned this. This is the Nude Light palette, which obviously I'm pretty light skinned. I really don't go out too much in the sun, but there's two other palettes in this collection. There is the Nude Medium and also Nude Dark or Nude Deep. I forgot the other one, but they were designed to complement the different skin tones. Obviously you don't have to stick to the 3 categories, but they do. I mean, I could see why they chose these for someone who has more of a lighter complexion. So now let's jump into it. Going to grab this guy right here, and this is gonna go all over my eyelid. So as you can see, it's very similar to my skin tone, so it really just evens out the whole eyelid without the need of going in with concealer. From there, I'm going to dip into this eyeshadow down here. I don't have the shade names. I don't think Huda palettes have shade names, but it's this guy. This guy down here. And I'm just taking it on a crease brush, and I'm going to be applying it all over my crease. If you happen to have hooded eyelids, mine aren't completely hooded, but they're much more hooded than they were 10 years ago. Man, I'm turning 30. I can see my I can see my face changing, and it's okay. I mean, it happens. So I have a little bit. It's getting there. And it will get there because my mom has more hooded eyelids. So you can just go a little bit above it, and it helps if you're looking straight into a mirror. That way you can still see that eyeshadow. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of this guy up here. So this is a more dustier pink, not as warm as this. You can definitely tell the difference. And I'm just going to place this very lightly, almost mixing the two colors. Just going over. Now we're going to take this, my favorite eyeshadow in this palette, this dusty purple. Same eyeshadow brush. This one was from the 99 cents only store, in case you wanted to know. And this, I'm going to begin just stamping it on my eyelid, on the outer corner. And I'm also going to be applying it in the inner corner, kind of like a halo eye. Well, it is gonna be a halo eye. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna leave the center portion completely bare, no eyeshadow. But looking down into the mirror, I'm also going to bring this and connect the two edges, the inner edge and then the outside. If you want to create more of a longer shape, you can definitely bring this out a little bit. It's all up to you. If you lost some of the intensity of the first two eyeshadows, I'm just going to pick both of them up together and blend away. Same brush, I'm gonna go into this darker color, just using like the very edge. I'm gonna use the lightest touch, literally the lightest touch. The further away from the handle you hold the brush, the lighter the touch will be. I mean, you don't have to like do it like this, but just don't use too much pressure. So with this, I'm just applying the lightest touch of this eyeshadow just to intensify the purple. So now I'm going to be going in with a smaller brush, finally switching brushes. I'm going to apply the purple, this guy, on the lower lash line. And I'm also going to take a little bit of this guy. So now for the center of the eyelid, I like to go with one of these shimmery eyeshadows. This one I like to use as an inner corner highlight, but any of them will work just fine. It just depends on what you're in the mood for. So obviously this is going to be a little bit deeper. That's going to be more lilac. This is a little bit more of a kind of a, not a true rose gold, but it's more rosy. So it just depends what you're in the mood for. I'm just going to use my fingertip to apply this. And I'm just going to stamp it. If you didn't want to use your fingers, you can totally use a brush, but I do prefer to apply these shimmers with my fingers. And I'm going to take the lighter one with my finger again, and I'm just going to press it right over here. Look at this color. It's so beautiful. I don't think this camera is doing it any justice. Well, there you go. Now it's looking better. But it looks so like ethereal. So that's it for the eyeshadow. That was quite easy actually. So now I'm going to apply a little bit of eyeliner, mascara, and then we can continue on, wrap up the look with lips and cheeks and all of that stuff. We're almost done. I'm just going to apply the rest of my face. I will be using a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury just because, like I mentioned, I'm getting ready for work and we're doing an event in collaboration with Charlotte Tilbury, so why not? Why not actually showcase Charlotte Tilbury? I can't even talk. Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, there we go. That was horrible. I'm gonna get started with the Film Star Bronze and Glow. I'm gonna use the bronze with this brush. You haven't seen this guy in a while, but yeah, Anthropologie no longer sells it. This is like my favorite bronzing brush of all time. Let me give myself some nice cheekbones. Look at that. It looks like I didn't eat a heavy breakfast, but I did because girl has to be fueled for work. Now some blush. I'm using the Cheek to Chic one, the one that looks like a little boobie, and this one's in the shade Ecstasy. You're supposed to like swirl and then pop, but I just mix them all. I'm liking a rosy tip of the nose, maybe because I'm watching too much TikTok, I don't know. But I just think it looks really cute. Then I go back to the Film Star Bronze and Glow and grab the glow. And last but not least, lips. I'm going to start off with the MAC Boldly Bare. Bear? Yeah, bear. But not like animal bear, but the other bear. Like Bare Minerals. Oh my god! And then Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. This is such a nice nude. I mean, it's iconic, but I mean, like it lives up to the hype. That's what I want to say. We're done with this look. I can obviously wear my hair like this, but I kind of was feeling this. Just tuck it behind my ears a little bit so I can show off the earrings. Yeah, that's it for this look. So this is the Huda Beauty Nude Light palette. I've been loving this palette. I think it's a very different twist to the like nude palettes, and plus I love the size as well. If you have any other questions about this palette or anything that I used on my face, please let me know in the comments below. I always reply to every single comment, and if you want to see another tutorial using this, maybe I can do one on Instagram, just show you a different option. But it's a very easy palette to use. I mean, most of the time I could just kind of do one of the glittery shimmery colors and blend that out, and that's it. So yeah, hope you guys liked it. If you're brand new to this channel, take a moment to subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon in my next video.